Hello. Oh no, I'm like on a podcast, so I feel like I should be all formal now. Okay. Guys, do we have a name?
We don't.
Welcome to the podcast that is run by some musicians, some nerds, and some fire spinners. We're super organized. We have no name, which is part of the gig.
We'll get a name eventually. Before these episodes become live, we'll get a name.
Yeah, there's no fear here. Let's do a rundown of what we did last week. The party walks to an herb shop where they hear an argument on the street. Scumbria and Idrin start making bets about who's gonna hit who first. Lucius notices two people are tailing behind the fighting couple, and he walks near them and manages to mark them both with dark ink. The party follows the arguing group. They follow them to a shady tavern called the Dark Sundown. The two men that Lucius has inked split up. One goes to the front, one goes to the back. Scumbria and Idrin go to the guard in the front. They ask him if he needs help rolling his weed. He says yes. Scumbria shows him how to properly smoke. He takes a puff and accidentally gets insanely high. At this point, Idrin begins foaming at the mouth, acting incredibly ill. This guard, who has never smoked before in his life, panics and has a heart attack. Scumbria, our medic of the team, then goes to heal this poor gentleman, moves his incapacitated body to the bushes and out of sight. Idrin and Emmeline sneak into the tavern. Meanwhile, in the back, it was super chill. Lucius went around to the back and just eyed the guard. Everything was chill. Inside the Dark Sundown, these two people continue to argue, and now they're arguing over signing a contract. The woman, at the peak of this argument, the woman stands up, rips up the piece of paper, throws it over her shoulder. The man she's arguing with pulls a necklace out of his coat and holds up a sigil of King Malik of Vandenhelm. He declares the woman an enemy of the throne, whistles for his two guards to come back in. Only one guard comes back in, sword brandished. Lucius steps behind the guard and surprises him by holding his spicy box to the guard's back.
This is canon. That's its new name.
Yes. We rolled initiative last time. However, Lucius does get a surprise attack round because you successfully snuck up behind that guard. So we will begin with Lucius, and then we will start the fighting rounds.
All right. Before we get into anything, I'm going to go ahead and edit this out. My dyslexia hit me really hard. So I looked over at this bag of chips I have, and on the back it says nut free, but I read it at a distance. I'm like, what is nut feel?
No, you can leave that in the podcast.
Nut feel.
Okay, so in the game, I go first because so we're in initiative order now, right?
We are not in initiative order. You are taking a surprise attack round right now.
Okay.
Because you snuck up behind the guard with the gun. And remember, just reminding everyone, we have four parts of the battle. We have your movement action, your main action, your swift action, and if you would like to, you can take a bonus action.
All right. So on my turn, I've had a week to think about this, and literally I haven't thought of anything better to do than what I was already going to do last session. I take the spicy box in my hand, and I'm going to conk the guard over the head, doing non-lethal damage to try to knock him out.
Okay, we're going to roll for that, and I definitely got my dice before this started. Cool, so we are just going to do a straight roll. If your roll is higher, you are successful. If the guard's roll is higher, he will dodge it.
I have a flat in skirmish.
Okay.
17, holy shit.
Wow.
That's a great way to start the day.
You are successful.
Yes.
Okay, the guard drops. Here's what we'll do. We will make him unconscious for 3 players' turns, and then he will regain consciousness.
Next, after the guard crumples to the floor like a sack of laundry, I'm going to grab from my bandolier a smoke bomb, and I'm going to attempt to throw it at the feet of, like, the magistrate. I'm not really quite sure what this guy's position is, but he seems to be of high standing if he's got guards following him around.
Just to help us out, just so we can call him properly, we are, what should I tell you guys? I'll give you his name. Misha is his name.
Okay. Interesting.
So, okay, you're just throwing that. My guy's going to roll for Dex to try to dodge. You're not doing straight attack. How should we handle this? Just straight up like your roll against my roll. I want to do Dex. No, okay. My guard is going to do Dex. I have stats for my guard. And you'll just do a roll.
Can I re-roll, or do I do the one that I just did?
What do you mean re-roll?
I got a 1.
Go. Okay, so the bomb So the smoke
Oh,
bomb goes
God.
out, a like tiny little puff of smoke comes out, like it didn't light properly. As you threw it through the air, it actually went out because you threw it too fast. You threw it way too strong. It unignited itself.
In my head, I imagine it's like the ninja vanish from Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Just
Nice.
after that blunder, Lucius is just gonna go, we should go. I should go. I'm Commander Shepard. And he's gonna book it. I'm just leaving. I'm running.
Wait, are you really fleeing? You're just gonna bounce?
No, I'm not gonna flee combat entirely. I'm actually gonna run towards the composer, the orchestrator, because we just need to get her out of here.
Okay. And just for what it's worth, the composer and Emmeline are not in combat at this moment in time, just so everybody knows. We'll say
Cool.
the composer is running towards the front door is what we will say right now. So you're going over to her. I'm going to say you get halfway across the tavern. We'll say it's, 30 feet. You get 15 feet.
All right, that works.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. Okay, cool.
All right, but that's my surprise round.
Beautiful. No, good job. You knocked one out. So that's one round. We've got 2 more rounds for this knocked out guard. Scumbria, you are up next.
I still have homeboys by the ankle.
You absolutely do.
So we're in battle right now. Shit. Let me get my dice. Hold on. So he just booked it out of there, right? Just left.
Well, Lucius is running towards the composer woman. He's not running at an enemy at this moment, but he's still with you guys.
Oh shit. Okay, so
You're hearing a whole bunch of glass vials jingle jangle as I'm strutting across the tavern.
It's not
A
Sparrow
fun.
running across the tavern.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tie Craig to my fucking side, and I pull because I can't let him go at this point. So
Wait, are we really calling the unconscious dude Craig?
so I have him knocked out. So I have him tied around my waist. His foot is tied around me, okay? He's not going anywhere. Without being said, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my staff and just prepare myself for combat.
Okay.
I'm not going to lash first, but I'm going to prepare myself for combat.
Okay. If you wanted to, you do have a guard nearby who's unconscious. He's not tied to your body. Dude, both guards are unconscious right now. I'm just saying, if you wanted a free hit, you could just run over to the unconscious guard and
Conk him.
Oh, dude,
literally
can I
get
do
no
that?
blowback. Yeah.
Can I drag this body behind me and just punch this other dude that's on the ground?
You could also tie the other guy to your waist. It's really up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, well then I'm gonna tie this guy.
Fuck God.
But I'm gonna tie him to a chair. I'm gonna tie this one to a chair.
Oh my god. You're not even rolling for that. Scumbria ties the second guard to a chair, and the first one is tied around her waist in a loving, caring, compassionate medic fashion.
I have a question. Is he on the ground tied to the chair, or did you sit him into the chair and then tie him up?
No, he's on the ground, man. He doesn't get that luxury.
He's just literally playing.
Oh my god. Okay, so Misha looks around this fucking tavern with his 2 guards that are unconscious, tied to things and people. He's holding this sigil of the king, making this command, declaring someone's an enemy of the throne, and you guys are tying his fucking bodyguards to things. It's Misha's turn. Jesus. Okay, so what are you gonna do, Misha? Misha's gonna turn. He's gonna ignore all you stupid fuckers. He's gonna run after the composer woman. So he's gonna dart 15 feet towards the door, and he's gonna get there because he was in the middle. He's gonna reach her. He reaches her. So we've got movement main action. He's gonna take out his short sword and he's gonna swing it at her.
Does he have his back turned to me? Is he
Yes.
ahead of me getting up to the woman?
Yes.
Damn, okay.
We are in luck. She was able to dodge that by a lot. She's a
Woo!
musician, so she has good dexterity, actually. I didn't even roll with advantage initiative.
Hell yeah.
All right, so she sidesteps out of the way. However, I made Misha, since he's a high court ranking officer, he does get a second attack move, just because of how well he's trained. So he's gonna have to beat her initial roll, and he just tied with her. What are ties? I think ties go to the defender. Do you guys know the rules on that?
I would say that's DM discretion because we never really
Yeah, I feel
established
like ties
that.
should go to the defender. Okay, so she dodges again. Whew, beautiful. He also gets bonus action. He has a ranged weapon. Oh shit. He has a crossbow. Nope. He's thinking about taking the crossbow out and shooting like the ropes off of one of his friends, but he's like, that's a pretty fucking risky move. I won't do that. So he puts the crossbow away. With that, he is finished. Adrian.
Okay, where am I standing in relation to Misha and I guess everyone else? Am I
So
like near Emmeline?
You and Emmeline are over by the composer woman right now. You're like towards the door because you guys just came in.
Okay, so I'm with the composer currently. Okay, so I'm with Misha technically.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. What do here? Okay, so an armor gauntlet appears over Idrin's hand, and I'm going to kind of like clothesline Misha, and grab him by the throat, and ultimately try and pin him to the ground using his own momentum against him.
Okay, we'll call it a grapple. Go ahead and just roll flat, like whoever rolls higher will be successful.
Okay.
If you have a plus in strength, whatever your strength is, so you're going to use that for this one. Wait, since it's a magic spell, sorry, you're going to use magic, not strength. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Mystic. 18.
14, you successfully pin him to the ground. I will let him stay pinned for one entire turn. So we'll go through all the characters again, and he's just going to be pinned to the ground. You have another swift action or a bonus action if you want to take those.
Okay, let's see. So I have him pinned down. I have my hand at his throat.
I mean, wait, that was a bonus action. You still have an attack and a swift action left. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're good.
Yeah, you can attack if you want.
Can I attempt to intimidate?
Sure.
If he's not already intimidated?
Not at the moment. How
Okay.
would you like the intimidation to go? What's like the nature of it?
So he's pinned at the ground, my hand's at his throat. I look him in the eye and I say, do not take me as a mere conjurer of cheap tricks.
Misha looks back up at you, and Misha goes, who the hell are you? And then we're going to roll.
Okay.
Intimidation will be charm, by the way.
Ew. 8.
That passes.
Yes.
So, okay, the guard, or Misha's under two conditions. He's both grappled and he's intimidated, which means all of his defense rolls will be with disadvantage. And he can't make an attack for one full round because he's also grappled. Well fucking done. Guys, this is going to be so easy. Oh my god. Next person's turn is the incapacitated guard. Oh, wait, we're one. Lucius, come here, 3. Okay, the unconscious guard wakes up, is tied to a fucking chair, is confused for half a moment, sees a non-exploded smoke bomb near him, and just, it's a disaster. He's gonna roll to try to get out. I'm gonna set this on a DC 15, so if he rolls a 15 or higher, he will be successful. 18.
Woo! Ooh,
Not
no.
weren't good enough. He like wiggles out. So he's gonna jump up.
Scumbria, you're a sailor. You should know how to tie knots.
Dude, I was in the moment. I had something attached to my hip, okay?
Of
Cut
your
me some
own
slack.
volition.
Hey, I had to make sure this guy doesn't escape. You told me to keep an eye on him.
While this banter's going on, this guy's starting to get oriented, and he definitely assumes that you guys tied him the fuck up. So he's gonna turn to whoever's closest, who is Lucius. Yeah, you guys are close together. He's just gonna hit you with a short sword. Roll for me. Flat roll. All right. Swings the short sword at you.
Fuck.
You are arguing with Scumbria so much you don't even notice it. This short sword just comes and like connects with your shoulder. Right in the middle of you and Scumbria's argument. You've one hit.
I have 1 wound.
I made all the guards take 2 attack actions because they're highly trained. So he's going to do the exact same thing to Lucius again. Roll me another flat roll.
Let's hope it's not another 1. 15.
I'm so sorry he got a nat 20.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dang.
Are we doing critical hit rules? Is that going to count for 2 wounds?
No, I think that would be pretty cheap. That would make it go too fast. So with a critical hit, I'm going to give him an extra bonus action. Not an extra hit, but an extra bonus action. You do take 2 hits for that round. That was insane.
I am down to half health.
He puts his sword away. He's going to turn around and look at Scumbria.
But come at me.
And with
Let's
his
do
bonus
this.
action, he's going to actually run over to you. And he's going to like square up with you like he's getting ready to fight you, but he's not quite pulled out his sword yet. So he's like right up on you, girl. That's where we are. Lucius, this is your actual turn. Go.
All right. So this is going to be relatively quick. What I want to do is, as my main action, I'm going to dash.
Mm-hmm.
And during that dash, I want to bend down low and kind of grab the composer by her waist, like heft her up over my shoulder and bolt out the front door.
Okay, if you're going to do a dash, I'm going to have, again, these guards are highly trained. They are going to take, what is it called? The advantage attacks? I can't remember what it's called.
Attack of opportunity.
They're both going to take attack of opportunity. So you will have to dodge 2 people's attacks if you're going to do that.
Misha's on the ground.
Misha is grappled, so you will not have to go through Misha. Good point.
So just the one guard will be able to attack me.
All right.
But all right, so
let's do a flat roll first.
Watch it be a 1.
It's a 6.
Ooh, it was an 8.
You need new dice, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got 1 wound left, guys.
So the guard was going to pull the sword out to hit Scumbria, but Lucius, you're just too obvious. You're just too, like, you have a target on your back.
Oh my god.
He flicks this short sword out. He just catches you in the fucking other shoulder. Other shoulder. Yeah, the other shoulder.
So, is he on the ground then?
Yeah.
Lucius.
No, I'm still up.
Okay.
I am going to have you stop your run where you got hit. I don't know how it works in actual D&D. But, like, you don't reach your target. You're still back by wherever the guard is.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All right.
Well,
Scumbria.
as a bonus action, this dude turned around and hit me with his sword. So I'm going to rip my mask off and stare him in the eyes and do Blood Curse of the Eyeless on him, just because I'm angry now.
Damn. What's Blood Curse the Eyeless?
He has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
Because as the smaller eyes on Lucius's face begin to like drip blood, his eyes get coated and start bleeding as well.
Damn. That's exciting, I guess. As DM, like, can you only use that like once per battle or once per day? Like, is there a limit?
Once
on
per
that?
long rest.
Long rest.
So pretty much once a day.
Okay, perfect. Sweet. Both of them will have disadvantage at this point. Scumbria, you are up.
So at this point, is the guard like facing the other direction of me?
Yeah, actually, he's facing Lucius, so he's not facing you. Yes.
Can I like try to sneak up on him and like put him in a headlock and like knock him out?
I would have said yes to that, but he knows where you are just because like 2 seconds is not enough for him to lose track of you. You know what I mean?
You would have to like break line of sight or something.
Yeah. You can do it without sneaking up. It'll just be not with advantage. It'll just be like normal. You know what I mean?
What you got in that magic bag of tricks of yours?
Can I at least try to go up behind him and choke him out?
Yes, you can. Non-consensual choking. Yes, you can.
Yes.
Give me a flat roll.
What's Scumbria's safe word?
13.
You are successful.
Nice.
This is a non-violent party. No one's hitting anyone. Okay, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, you go up behind him. You choke this dude. What would you like to do with that?
She's
like, did
tiny,
you just
but
want
she's
to
fierce.
incapacitate him, or did you want to harm him?
Oh no, I wanted to harm him.
Okay, then it's an attack roll. I get it. You are successful then. Okay, so he has 1 hit on it. I see what you were trying to do.
And then I think I'm good at that point. I'm just looking at this other dead body right next to the other body that's or not dead, but knocked out body next to another knocked out body attached to me. It's awesome. Bodies everywhere.
Jesus, medic. Okay.
So,
Dude, you have so many parts of your turn left. Like, you have a movement, a swift action, a bonus action. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to turn to
can I
Lucius and
check
be like,
to see if he's like alive
sure.
still? All right.
Sure.
Is he still
Yeah.
breathing?
Give me a perception check, medic. If this was not battle, I would not have you do this.
9.
Okay, so it's battle. Shit's going on everywhere. You can't quite get a good read on it, but you do. You're like, his body's still warm. He's probably alive. Cool.
I did my job.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to throw Lucius like some healing shit or whatever?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. I forgot.
All good.
So
Oh my God.
I grab from my inner pocket and can I try to throw my healing potion to like
I mean, he's right next to you. You absolutely can throw it at him if you want to, just for funsies.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it.
Okay.
I'm
Do I have to roll to catch?
Oh my god.
Get a splash potion and just drench him in it.
Just turns to him, just
It's even-
fucking pistol whips him with a potion.
Yep. Yep.
She's like a little mad she forgot. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I'm the healer. Yeet.
Cool. Misha's up. Misha's grappled. Misha's on the ground, and he's going to spend his turn trying to break the grapple. So, Idrin, just give me a flat roll. Yeah, flat roll. And I'm rolling with disadvantage. You are not.
And
Adrian got a 10.
Oh, okay. He's going to stay grappled till the end of this turn. Anything else he's going to do? Yeah, there is. I want him to shout. He wants to shout to the bartender. He wants to shout, "These are enemies of the Vandenhelm Isles," trying to get people riled up. Let's roll what the bartender does. Okay, guys, so if the bartender gets a 10 or below, he's going to do something about it. If he gets 11 to 20, he's going to be like, "Fuck off, you're like ruining business." Let's see. That's a 9.
Oh no.
shit.
Shit.
You guys are actually doing really well. Okay, so the bartender is going to be like, "All right, I don't want to make enemy with the king of this island." He's going to walk to one of the doors in the back. He's like going to open up one of the storage doors. He's going to be like, "Bouncer, get in here." And he calls in one of his bouncers. So at the end of our initiation round, we're going to add a bouncer to this. The bouncer's not going to try to kill you, but the bouncer will try to shuffle you guys out of the bar is what's going to happen. We'll get to that person in just a couple turns.
Honestly, that's kind of what we want.
Yeah. Okay. Misha's done. Adrian, your turn.
Okay. So Misha's still grappled. How far am I from the birds?
Birds?
Lucius and Scumbria.
Lucius.
Oh my god. You are 15 feet away.
Okay, cool. Is there anything within arm's reach of me? Like maybe a bottle or similar?
Tell you what, roll for it. If you get a 11 or higher, we'll say yes.
I'm sorry,
Nice.
hold on a second. In my brain, I just imagine Idrin grabs a bottle of rum, throws it across the room, Scumbria catches it and Popeyes herself.
Oh god. Sure.
Don't you judge me.
Actually, fuck, I got a 2.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to... yeah, I'm just going to punch Misha in the head with my free hand, because I have him by the throat.
Okay.
Do you
I'm not
conjure
gonna make
another
you-
gauntlet and punch him?
I
Roll for it.
absolutely do.
This motherfucker's grappled and at disadvantage. We're just gonna say that hits to save. Your face. Cool. Misha takes one freaking hit. Beautiful. All
Oh,
right.
I should have specified. I did that with the intent to knock him out.
Okay, roll for. Yeah, roll for. I roll with disadvantage.
10.
Yeah, that passes.
Cool.
Okay, so at the end of this turn, God, there's so many knockouts. Misha will go all the way around the order, and then Misha will wake back up again. Right now we have
Hush
the
you.
guard. Hold on, wait, no, I'm confused now. Okay, the next person in line is the guard that Scum choked out non-consensually. Yeah, so we're just skipping that person's turn. We're going right to Lucius.
So, am I still within engagement range with the guard? Well, no, he's knocked out now.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to attempt the same thing I did last time. Well, first, as a bonus action, I'm going to pop the cork and chug that healing potion that Scumbria handed me.
There it is. Okay, remove 1 hit from your account.
Alright, so I'm down to 2. Then I'm going to go ahead and try to scoop up the composer and then just bolt for the door.
All right. We'll just say that's successful. She's not fighting you. She's going right with it. So you successfully exit the tavern.
As I'm running past Idrin and I assume Emmeline is like at the bar with an earshot, I'm just going to go back to the ship, back to the ship, back to the ship.
So at this point, the bouncer would have gone next. I'm just going to shut it down. So the bouncer swoops in. Bouncer's a big old buff pirate guy, looks around, and we've got 2 incapacitated guards. We've got Misha and the guard. It's easy to kick you guys out. You guys are this part. He just pushes you out of the dark sundown. He's like, "Don't come back." Slams the door shut.
Nice.
However, Misha and the guard, that is not tied to Scumbria's waist, the bouncer's going to keep in the tavern with him. So good. It's all of us and the composer woman outside of the tavern. What do you do?
And Craig.
And Craig. Do I have to specify and Craig all the time now? What does the party and Craig want to do?
He's important, all right? We became homies.
Well, Lucius is just going to be like derpy running with this woman heading towards the righteous indignation and hoping other people will join him there.
Emmeline's right with it. She's concerned about this woman, so she's right behind you guys.
I just follow. You know, I'm not running. I'm just walking with this guy tied to my hip, slowly but surely to the ship.
I'm assuming the bouncer kicked us out rather roughly, so I stand up and dust myself off a little bit, and I look back at the tavern door, seem to consider something, and I'm like, next time, and I follow the party.
Cool. I know it's really tempting to live in a cartoon world, but we don't. And if Lucius is going to derpy run and if Scumbria is going to slowly walk back to the ship with a man tied to her waist, a city guard is going to walk by and stop Lucius and be like, "Excuse me, what's going on here?"
Okay, is Lucius and Scumbria like pretty much together, or how separated is Lucius from the rest of the party?
I'm imagining
How
they're
fast
pretty
are you
much...
running?
Well, given the
Well,
fact
if
that
you
I'm
left
actively
first, I would
carrying a
assume-
person.
Well, are
Yeah,
you
if
guys
you-
separated? Because actually, if you're separated, this will be a different interaction.
I think we're all loosely together since we all got kicked out together.
Well, no, I ran out the door first.
Oh, you did. I don't imagine you getting very far though. So like maybe like a light jog, but like not more than maybe 10 feet away from any one of us.
Yeah, I didn't make any like meaningful headway, I wouldn't say.
Okay. God, I love this image. I wish I could let it go, but the guard's gonna be like, "What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?" So a guard comes up and the guard goes, "What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?"
Lucius is just gonna turn to the guard with his beak mask and go, tavern brawl, bar hopping. And he's gonna try to just scooch on past without giving any more of an explanation.
The composer actually like gets to her feet. She like kind of pushes you away a little to show that she's self-sufficient. She's standing, she can walk, and she's just like, "Sir, we're fine." She like says to the guard, she's like appreciating, you know, all the stuff you guys have done for her, and she kind of like walks away with you. The guard just kind of like blinks because this is just weird. He does kind of sort of remember your faces, but doesn't really follow you because it's just so odd. So we'll let the party scurry away. You stupid fucks. Perfect.
I should probably not be out in the open.
The woman's
Probably
like,
not.
"Can we go somewhere quiet?" The woman's like, "I just want a happy life. This is why I became a musician, specifically not an adventurer." She's like exasperated.
We're going to a safe place, don't worry.
What, you said it's a ship?
It's a boat.
Yes. Do you happen to know where we might find a corpse cart?
Okay. My name is Marilyn. She really quickly changes the subject.
I mean, I have a whole corpse tied to my hip.
Okay. She said her name is Madeline. I say, don't let the mask fool you. I'm cuddly. Adrian climbing at your service.
She nods in acceptance. She does look around her shoulder nervously now that she has been labeled an enemy of the crown, and also now that guards are looking at her and at Craig. By the way, who is this gentleman tied to your waist? If you have a name?
I don't know. I just been calling him Craig.
I don't know. She starts laughing because you guys saved her. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Can you please show me where the boat is? I'd really like to get somewhere safe.
All right, so I guess we just start kind of making our way down to the harbor.
Okay. The party makes the way to the harbor. I'm assuming everybody is kind of on the lookout. You know, if there's another guard, we'll say you guys kind of navigate past them. You get to the harbor. Ned, actually, I'm asking Ned, which harbor are we? I'm using your map right now. Which harbor are we in?
We're in Smuggler's Cove, so it's not that city map.
Okay. So Smuggler's Cove. Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect.
How Smuggler's Cove is set up is that the entire waterfront is kind of a continuous boardwalk with a whole bunch of docks kind of offshooting from it.
Okay. So you get down to the docks. It's I forget what time of day it is. It's the middle of the day. There's fishermen coming in, coming out. Don't tell anyone. There might be smugglers amongst them too. You know, there's some shady looking people. There's some tradesmen down there. Just a lot of people at work. There are travelers getting off and on boats. It is busy. It is a main thoroughfare of this town. So here you guys are. Where are you going? I mean, what? Hold on. Where is we have a ship, you guys?
It's Lucius's old
The
ship.
Righteous Indignation.
Dear God. That's correct. Okay.
It's a fishing boat.
Okay. That's cool. So yeah, that's fine. You guys get on it. You guys get on it just fine.
As soon as we pretty much like made it to a safe haven of the boat, I kind of gesture everyone downstairs to the quarter deck for us to collect ourselves.
Okay.
And I immediately reach for one of the hidden bottles of rum, just so then Scum doesn't find them all, and pop the cork and just kind of start passing it around.
Emmeline is really happy. She takes a second. She grabs the second swig and she's like, guys, I've known you for about a year. Can I admit something? I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw me avoid that whole fight, but she's like really nervous. I never actually learned how to fight. I've been faking it this whole time.
I sip from my goblet and say, I know.
All right. So Marilyn is also going to hold out her hand asking for a drink. Are there any extras? I guess Emmeline will just pass it to her. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
She takes a drink. She looks at you guys and she goes, I have no idea how I became an enemy of the crown. All I did, she sighs like she doesn't even want to tell the story. I wrote a commission song for the king. Can you believe this bullshit? One of the instruments I wrote into the symphony on stage. King is supposed to watch this. He's supposed to sit right in the middle of the symphony. All the players are up there. You could see it in your head. The ballet dancers are on stage. One of the instruments was supposed to be a goat. They were supposed to bring a goat out at a certain point at the symphony, and the goat was supposed to bray at a certain point. And she goes, they took such offense to that. It was supposed to be humor. It was supposed to be comical. She says, I was just going for something funny. I'm a jolly person. She starts like throwing up her hands of how frustrated she is over this. She goes, and now I'm an enemy of the throne. This king is such a friggin' so selfish. She's really starting to lose her mind. So she looks at you guys. She goes, here's the thing. I wrote the whole symphony. It's done. They are asking me to write a second symphony, one that doesn't insult the king. She goes, I told them I wouldn't do it. They'd have to pay me a whole nother commission to do the thing again. She rolls her eyes. She goes, now because I won't write this symphony, I'm an enemy of these islands. She like shrugs her shoulder like she's not sure what to do.
Adrian listens to this whole thing and she's nodding very understandingly this whole time. And as she finishes, she goes, that's usually how it goes, honestly.
That's usually how it goes for kings. Have you dealt with kings before?
Yeah, actually.
Are you adventurers, sailors, or pirates? I'm an enemy of the crown now, so you can tell me honestly.
Lucius, like as she kind of lists off those three things, Lucius just goes, yes.
She smiles, she laughs. She takes another sip of rum this time, but it's a little more warmer. It's a little more friendlier. She holds the rum up. She goes, I like you.
I toast her glass and say, welcome to the club, enemy of the state.
Aw, she toasts you back.
Ooh,
Well,
Scum's loading a joint.
So I have a couple of questions. First
right.
off, what are we gonna do with Madeline? Because we don't have enough room on this tub for the four of us, let alone more people. Second, what the fuck are we doing with the knocked out guy?
I say both very good questions.
Emmeline is going to look at from Madeline to Craig to Madeline to Craig. And under her breath, she's going to be like, well, if we ask Madeline to leave, we'll probably have enough room for Craig.
I mean, you're not wrong. It just depends on what you guys want, because right now, this guy is still attached to my hip.
Listen, Scumbria, I know that people have said that your last relationship didn't end well, but you don't have to get hitched so quickly.
I am simply doing my job and keeping an eye on him. Not only that, but making sure he's still alive.
We could ask Madeline to keep an eye on him. Maybe that would solve all of our problems.
I guess.
If we had a bigger tub, that would also solve our problems.
I mean, can't we just cut his body into pieces and carrying him that way?
Jesus. Emily's like, I like the
Jesus.
idea of feeling the shit better than that, you fucking medic.
Yeah, which means I know how to Never mind.
We have plenty to choose from if that's an option we're considering.
Madeline is going to kind of jump back in the conversation and go, I have to get back to the Isles. That's where my home is. That's where my family is. I need to figure out what being an outcast even means to me. She's like, I have to go back. I
darling.
can't be an outcast. She's like, I will help you steal a ship if you can help me get back to the Vandenhelm Islands.
I just had a thought. Technically, you're not exiled from the Isles just yet, so long as Twatwaffle back there has yet to actually make his declaration, make his announcement. you're still a free woman. So if we beat him to the Isles, then you're safe.
She considers this, like considering how much time would it take to write a letter, get it on a ship, send it back. She goes, I know I was not the only errand they had here on the mainland. She said, he mentioned to me when we were fighting, he had 2 other things he was doing here. She goes, I will help you steal a ship tonight.
Sounds like a plan, unless you guys have anything better to do.
No?
All right.
Madeline, you mentioned you had family to go to. I will go so far as to say we can guarantee the safety of your family and nothing more.
She laughs out loud. She goes, we are dealing with a corrupt king, a corrupt hierarchy, all of them. She shrugs her shoulders. All of them. She goes, as we're sailing back, I'll think about exactly what I want to do. She goes, maybe I'll take my family and go somewhere else. She breathes heavy, like this is a lot.
Lucius begins heading down into the hull of the boat. If you guys give me an hour, I might have a plan. And then he walks through the cargo hold and into his atelier.
All right.
Cool. Adrian turns to Madeline and says, I have a question, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
She sets her goblet down. First off, small confession, we kind of followed you for a bit. Anyway, I noticed you were about to, for lack of a better phrase, smack Misha, and I'm sure he deserved it, but you didn't. Can I ask why?
She goes, first of all, I'm cutting you a lot of slack because you saved me back in the bar there. She goes, second of all, I did not hit him. I've worked with him for many, many years. Many, many years. Because I was actually afraid of being jailed if I laid hands upon him, because laying hands upon him is equivalent to laying hands upon a king. She rolls her eyes. She goes, not only is he the king's advisor, he also doubles as one of the top debt collectors in the island nation. This is one of the people with one of the highest statuses, that isn't royal. She kind of shakes her head. She's like, I should have done it. I was going to be an enemy of the crown anyway. She's like, I missed my chance. She's a little angry at herself.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get another. Trust me.
She laughs. She goes, by the time we're done with this, I hope I get a chance to slap him right across his pudgy little cheeks.
If I have any say in the matter, I'll make sure of it.
I'll hold you to it. She laughs. So she's going to look to the door where Lucius disappeared to. She's going to look back at the 3 of you, because Emmeline's there, and just say, what was his name? I don't think I caught it.
I call him Lucy.
Scarbrand hates this.
Lucy.
But I mean, you could call him Birdman, Bird Person, other names for sure he'll answer to.
Lucius. His name is Lucius. Although to Scumbria's credit, I also call him the headmaster sometimes.
We have a lot of nicknames amongst each other. She kind of laughs. Like a gentle laugh. All right, cool. So at this point, there is a secondary plot that's running in the background right now. And the actions you guys are taking right now is kind of altering that. I need everyone right now to roll me a luck check. Neither number's good or bad. If you get a 1 through 10, one thing will happen to your character. If you get an 11 to 20, a different thing will happen to your character.
13.
Is it a flat or?
This one's flat.
17.
12.
Damn, you guys all rolled on the same side of that luck check. So the same thing is about to happen to everyone. Hold on.
Doesn't Emmeline get to roll?
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, baby girl. 12. Wow. Okay. I didn't think that would go like this. That's amazing.
That's how you can tell this crew's very connected.
So, friends, in just a minute, I'm going to need each of you to check your DMs, please.
Lindy sliding into our DMs.
So, suddenly, on the ship, each one of us, that's blowing my fucking mind. Each one of us suddenly gets a feeling, and it's a good feeling. Each one of us feels very just warm and happy, and kind of worries are almost stripped away. Yes, okay. I need you guys to listen to this.
Time to put on 2 headphones at once.
Real. And then...
Oh my god. What? Oh my god.
No.
My heart My
So all
heart.
of a sudden, this warm feeling of happiness and serenity comes over you, and this song begins playing in your character's head very loudly. I was gonna tell you guys all the next part on DM, like I didn't want the other people to know, but well, we all fucking know. Listen, your character has been charmed for the next 24 hours. Suddenly, your character feels like the top of the priority list is to find this place in the West where the sunlight touches the sea. This will only last for 24 hours. Your character is not aware that they are charmed. They will be aware when the spell wears off, though.
Okay.
I cannot believe we all rolled the same fuck. I cannot fucking believe that. Wow.
Whew. Wow.
Ooh-wee. Alrighty. So are we
Lucius
like
slams open the door from the atelier and goes, "Guys, we need to go to the west."
I also need to go to the west. Actually, would the west be a place where the sunset is, where the light touches the sea,
Emmeline like
Yes,
pops up.
that's
She's
how
like-
sunsets work.
below the waves?
Emmeline like from behind is like, yeah, there's an old conclave.
Oh man, I think that's the spot where we'll meet. We gotta go. Guys, we gotta go.
Emmeline is gung ho about this. She's like, where's our ship? Where's our ship? She's like getting amped about this.
Oh, Lucius is already working on the rigging. He's dropping the boom and everything.
I love it.
Sailing, sailing.
Emmeline,
Haven't
at this
been on
point,
a boat.
she's even like, Maddie, can I call you Maddie? I'm gonna call you Maddie. Maddie, listen, we don't even mind squeezing into this ship. I don't care if we don't fit. You could just sit on my lap. Let's go west. Let's go, girl. Maddie, that's right. Maddie's not charmed. Thank you. Madeline is like looking at you guys really concerned. Like we just had it. Madeline's like, we just had a conversation about going to the Vandenhelm Islands. Are you okay?
Never better. Let's go. Come
What
on.
do you-
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've
Hey,
been
you want to see
calls.
my tent? It's bigger on the inside.
Okay.
That's not a euphemism.
To give you guys some perspective, if you do choose to sail to the Vandenhelm Islands, which I kind of took that choice away from you, God, I can't believe we all got fucking charmed. What are the chances of that? Anyways, if you do choose to go to the Vandenhelm Islands, it's going to take 2 days in game, obviously, to get there. Yeah, that's all I'll tell you. The rest you guys will figure out on your own. So it's kind of like northwest. Vandenhelm Islands is northwest, 2 days northwest.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
So we're
So
just a
Emily-
little ways off course.
So the righteous indignation, because it's just a fishing skiff, it can be manned by one person. So Lucius is just going back into sailor mode and he's getting everything all ready and we're shoving off. Like no objections or anything from anybody. He's just doing it.
Like we're all down. We're all down. Emmeline's like right on the edge. She's like looking out west, like, yeah, let's go. She's like pointing the way we need to go, as if you guys didn't know. Like, way.
So I have an idea to help us with this room situation. I can hang him, this guy, I'm assuming, I'm calling him Craig. Do you think I can tie him somehow and like flip him just on like the edge of the ship, sort of like a mermaid that you see in the front,
Emmeline
but on the
is, like,
side?
You want a
Pulling your
figurehead,
cheeks.
Craig?
She's like, I want to figurehead Craig. She's in support of this plan.
So like I
Oh
find
my
more rope
god.
on this ship, and I'm like, I could create more room for us.
You know that was used as a torture device, right?
He'll be all right. She grabs out of her in her pocket. She has a little tiny vial full of a sleeping vial. So I just put it in his mouth, and he good night. I'll at least put him out for, I know I had it written down somewhere, but he's at least down for 12 hours, so he'll be all right. Just gotta keep him hydrated somehow.
Emmeline's like, okay, I brought like one water skin, and she kind of looks at it and realizes we didn't even get supplies for this journey. And she kind of looks back at you guys, and then looks back at the water skin, and just like lowers it real slow.
We have a scuttlebutt in the hull. Do you want me to roll a luck check to see how much water we actually have?
Ooh. Yeah, if it's 11 or higher, we will have enough to do the voyage until the sunset, until you see the sunset out west.
That's a 6.
Holy fuck. Hey, we'll figure it out, guys. Woo.
I'll figure it out.
Oh no.
If
Wait,
it
has
helps,
this realization hit all of us? Like like in character? Or is it just Emmeline who's like, oh, we don't have water?
You can narrate this how you want with your character. As long as your character wants to go west, you can put whatever else you want in the scope of that. As
Okay.
well.
if it
Yeah,
helps at all, I don't actually need to drink water, just so long as one of you guys let me drink your blood.
Emmeline's like
I'm
nodding.
down
She's
for
like,
that.
sounds like a good plan. We'll get there faster
Okay.
this way.
Or I can just, take some of Craig's, put in some valves.
Like, who knew Craig was the greatest water skin you could
Oh,
ever have?
no.
Witness me. Witness me.
As we are sailing, going out west, the winds are pushing this little dinghy. Things are moving. We're feeling good as we are going west. And yes, in the sky, the sun does begin to come down. We're getting to about sunset. As we go that way, we do notice maybe 2 or 3 large ships like coming the other way, passing by us. I want the party to roll a perception check. Can we ask one of us to roll perception check for the party?
I have advantage on
Okay.
savvy.
I do too.
I do too.
How are we all good on savvy, but we're all idiots?
Yo. I suggested a good source of, fluid, but it got denied.
Nad.
So I guess which one of us is doing the party
Money did.
check?
I'm gonna call it. I saw Scum raise her hand first, so I'm gonna say Scum does it this time.
Oh, fuck yeah. I got a 20!
Oh,
Nice.
fuck, no way!
Damn.
Great choice.
If I would have rolled, I got a 2 and a 4.
Ew.
20 and a 4. Oh, 420! Bro!
Okay, I'm adding in some details to this. As we are sailing west, one of the ships that we pass, all of us happen to notice one of the flags has like a fake stitching on it. And like the under flag is starting to come up and like it's peeling away a little bit. And we see a black flag. It's a hidden black flag, but we're like, that ship has a black fucking flag at the top of it. We're like, dude, it's pirates. Dude, this ship is pirates. We see this long before the ship comes and like comes by us. Our ship is small enough, they're not going to do anything to us. We kind of know that as fellow pirates. But that's just information us as a party have. Also, because you got a 420, we're going to add in that there is a delightful, first of all, sea shanties are coming from this ship. Second of all, you see billowing plumes of smoke coming down off the side of the ship, and it smells so sweet.
Oh man, they're smoking that good stuff. That devil's weed, guys.
Devil's
I smell
weed.
devil's weed, and it's not coming from me for months. This is serious.
Emmeline's like, the one thing about devil's weed is it makes you thirsty. And how much blood does Craig have?
A lot.
Okay. Yeah, Emmeline's like, I was giving you the opportunity to be like, maybe we could ask them for water too, but that's a good answer as well. That's fine.
I mean, I'm okay with cannibalism. It's all right. I am a doctor after all.
Have I been desanguinating Craig and fucking filtering his blood into water?
Roll for it.
That's a 15.
Ooh. Yeah, you have like a little rigging going up in the corner here. It's definitely homemade, but it's like you've done this. It's very obvious you've done this before. Our girl Maggie is sitting like at the back of the ship, just like, what the fuck? But it is successful. You are actually siphoning this man's blood, and it's fantastic.
What's up with these birds, bro?
Adrian is perpetually tipsy because she's just been drinking more from her goblet to also help preserve water.
Emmeline's like, thanks, Adrian.
You're welcome.
Just because you conjure vodka doesn't mean that it's water.
It's not vodka. It's me. It's
Close enough.
spicy honey water.
So as the ship is passing by, you hear the crew, there's like songs coming, hey, way up she rises, hey, way up she rises. You're hearing songs as the ship is like getting closer to you guys, is starting to pass by.
So you said this is a pirate ship. I don't know if you went over this already, but how piratey does it look? Like, aside from the fact that it's like very much a ship full of stoners.
Roll for perception.
Yar, I be Weedbeard the pirate.
11.
11? So you do glance at the ship. You notice there's like a decent amount of cannons. It's not armed to the teeth, but there's enough to do a raid or two. They'd probably have to go back frequently and unload the treasures they get or to restock on cannonballs. We're talking like a medium pirate event here.
She looks at the ship that is within earshot and she just points and goes, "That one. I want that one."
Oh my god.
Guys,
no.
I want that one.
No,
I want that. But
we have to go west.
but we ship go west.
And
We
Elaine's
can
like, we
take
could
ship.
just take their ship
We
and
take
just
ship
keep
and
going
make
west
ship
on
go
that.
west.
I like
take
that
ship.
idea.
And make ship go west. Yeah.
Emmeline joins.
Make
Make ship go west. She joins you.
Make ship goes west. Make ship goes
Make
west.
ship go.
Yes, yes,
Make ship
yes,
go
yes, yes, yes.
Morality
Cabbage
guy.
patch.
Lucius is not about it. He's like, but we have a boat. My boat. This boat.
But we can
But-
graduate to something bigger.
But
And
big.
you, sir,
and
you sir
crew.
can drive it. You can try. You know how to. We trust you. Come on. You can upgrade. You need an upgrade.
Craig deserves better.
Craig, this is for
He's
Craig.
kept you alive. He deserves better.
Do it for Craig.
Well, think about this logically. Something that we've never done before. So let's try it out for once.
How
We
about
are
no?
Outgunned and outmanned. And we don't know what other resources. They could also have pirate mages on board.
Maybe they're
I am
cool.
done.
I have weed. I can just
Please.
smoke with them. Do you
Emily's
see
like-
this guy tied to the side of the ship right now?
How many pirate mages have you seen besides me? Truthfully.
Lucius thinks about it for a second. That's besides the point.
Emmeline's like, we
Oh,
could
this-
just try to join them. We could
We
pay him
should.
for passage. Pay him for passage west. She points.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then we steal it.
And then we steal it. Emmeline's already like taking Craig back up off the side of the boat. She's like taking the ropes off. She's already like tying the ropes up and she's gonna like try to throw him.
See, she's such a good person. I would have just kept him there until we don't have to.
He's coming with
Scumbria
us.
saying
I'm
someone's a better
cordial.
person than you is not a high bar to beat.
She just looks at you. Touche. I mean, you're pretty damn close.
Because I'm an undead monstrosity that's been drinking blood for the past couple hours. That's racist.
Correct. I mean, I think you're the racist one.
What?
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm getting a contact high off this boat as it's driving past.
In the background there's just like sea shanties. Going down to Cuba with a lot of sugar. Way me boys to Cuba. You're like shouting racist slurs at each other.
No, we are not.
I don't know how we got here.
So
So the
what are we
ship is-
doing?
Yeah, the ship is going by. It's like the party. I don't want Emmeline to make a decision. I want you guys to make the decision. But the ship is like
I
going
think Lucius
by.
is outvoted. I guess we have to hail the ship.
Are we hailing it or boarding it?
Ooh. Adrian, I will give you this.
Ed.
In your perception roll, you see about maybe their crew is about 15 people. Like a medium-sized ship, maybe like 10 to 15 people.
All right. So I relate to the crew this information. It's like there's 15 dudes. I can take about 7. If y'all can handle the 8.
I mean, I can at least smoke with 3.
Craig can hang out and sing shanties with like 2.
But to be honest, I could probably take out 2, maybe 3.
Think about this for a minute and I go, I've had worse odds.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have high hopes for our crew. I mean, we're all talented in our own ways, so I'm sure we could do it. For
It's
the love
fucking
of God.
Poxwalker virus all over again.
See? Look at this guy. That's the spirit.
Do we want to go full Captain Jack Sparrow and just board the ship and say, congratulations, you're being raided?
Can I sneak in the ship? Like,
Yes,
not be
you
too
may.
obvious?
Yes, you may.
Fucking A. Okay, so I wanna like start climbing on the side, like on the opposite side where I'm not hearing as like much commotion, I should say, like the opposite way of all the sea chanties.
Before Scumbria goes away, Lucius is going to reach into his coat and he pulls out a glass vial and hands it to Scumbria. And he says, if anything goes wrong, break this and run away.
First, may I ask what you used?
It's not so much what I use as what it is.
What the fuck is it?
I call him Reginald.
That's enough for me. She puts in
Okay.
her little pouch.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity.
That would be a...
Legs.
Oh, fuck. That's a disadvantage, yo. Jesus. I got a 16.
Wow. You scramble on the side of the ship. You even do it quietly. You're wearing a mask, so somehow this should not be happening, but you're doing really well with a mask on. It's amazing. And you're scrambling up the side. Good job. You get up there successfully.
So,
Emmeline is
Am I-
actually going to follow suit. She's going to follow you, like, step for step. Wow, with a 6? Oh, shit, girl. All right, so she climbs out of the boat. She, like, gets over to the ship. She takes a couple nervous climbs up, and she just gets really nervous and worried and, like, slips down and just falls into the water. People don't see her, but she's wet and loud, and it's just not fun. So she, like, scrambles back up and is clinging to the ship, just wet and unhappy, not going west, unhappy. Yeah.
Lucia starts loading one of the 2 cannons on the boat, just preparing himself for chaos.
Wow.
oh no. So, did they see you?
No one's been spotted yet. No.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you guys as well. Let me see legs. Okay, that's a flat.
We all have a flat, huh?
11. Does that pass?
11 gets up there. Yeah, you pass. No sound. Nobody hears you either. So you're scrambling up
Nice.
along the side of the ship.
So, do you need help
Okay.
up? Should we help you up?
Emily's just gonna kind of unhappily like finish climbing up. I am gonna give her another check just to make sure we good. 18. Yeah, we get that.
Okay, perfect.
She is
I was worried about you.
Not happy. Well, thanks for coming back for me, guys.
I have it in my notes that it's just called the weed boat.
The weed
boat.
boat. It would be what? Lucy's turn?
Is
Oh, we're
Lucius
not
coming
really
up with
in-
you guys?
If
Well,
you
we're not
want,
really in combat. If you guys
hashtag
can
don't
do-
split the party.
Yeah, what is Lucius gonna do?
Lucius is not happy about this. As he watches the 3 of y'all scramble up the side like a fucking scared opossum. He's gonna stay on the ship. He has one of the cannons loaded. Worst case scenario, the shanties stop and he starts hearing screams. So the cannon is primed just to shoot into the side of the boat and create a hole big enough that he climbs through.
At least we have a backup driver.
So I guess Lucius is staying on the boat with fucking Madeline and Craig.
Okay. That's fitting. That's fair.
As Julie sipping from the Craig straw.
I have a silly straw that I'm drinking from Craig with.
You guys are messed up.
Says the one who wanted to figurehead him in the
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a good noodle.
hmm
As Ned goes back and adds everything. So, like, what's next then, now that we're on the boat?
makeshift go west.
Go west. He's like, go west. So are you guys still clinging to the side of the ship, or have you climbed over the rail and are on the top deck?
I feel like we're like,
I'm like hanging off the side. Actually, yeah, I'm hanging off the side. Can I perception check like peeking through the rails?
Absolutely.
6.
Okay.
oh no.
You know this song. It's a good song. What do we do with a drunken sailor? Oh, but you
What
also
do
do
we
catch,
do?
I'll give you this one. You do catch I forget what it's called. Is the skipper the name of the second in command?
No, that's the quartermaster.
Quartermaster is walking by, and you see the quartermaster with a very large coin pouch on his belt. That's all you get.
Well, that's neato.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so this is a stoner boat. Is there like you said there's a plume of smoke. How thick is that?
How sick is that?
Thick.
Oh, it's pretty damn thick. Like, the people up here are having a good time.
Thick with 2
Okay.
C's.
I'm gonna need you to roll if you want more, though. I mean, you just rolled, so you can't, but that's what you get.
Okay. I climb over the rail but still kind of hug the wall. So I'm on top of the ship. Do I have to roll to stay unseen?
Yeah, you do have to roll for stealth, which is sea legs, I think.
Okay. That's a flat roll for me. 11.
Ooh, you just barely made it.
Whew.
With an 11, you like come over the side and your cape kind of like blows in the wind for a minute, but the smoke is so thick at that moment, it just kind of like looks like your cape kind of is the smoke. Like the sailors can't really tell. They're having a really good time. So they go back to, their songs and their cheersing and their smoking and they're smacking each other on the asses. I guess they're doing that too, sure. And you're there hugging the wall. Yeah, so you're good. You're good. Barely made it. And you know what?
No.
Fucking Emmeline is gonna join you. With a fucking nat 20, bitch. She gets
Nice.
Hell
over
yeah.
the railing. Adrian, she actually grabs you. She spots a little teensy tiny hiding spot. There's like stairs going up to the whatever the deck is called where you can like start driving. The little stairs, she like sees the little stairs. She's like 3 people could fit under there. So she grabs you, Adrian, darts behind these stairs. And it's cool because you can see through the stairs. They're like not attached. The 2 of us, we hanging out there.
So I'm already like in the back, like around on the back side of the deck. I kind of want to sneak around. Like, can I do a perception check to see if the captain is out of his chambers?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, give me a what is perception? Intelligence, I think. God, we need to switch off the 7 S words. I always forget what is. What the hell is intelligence? I can't remember.
Ned will know.
Yeah, no.
Ned.
Have we been using intelligence for perception?
We've been using savvy for perception.
Oh, so
Savvy
what
is
is it? What's
intelligence.
the yeah?
Guys, can we make a command decision and after this session move it back to like actual D&D words just because like that came from 7S and stuff? Like, would that be okay?
Yeah.
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 So I got a 16.
Okay, you do see the captain out, hanging out on the top deck with all his pirate guys and girls, super smoked up, super drunked up, super cross-faded, smiles ear to ear.
Do you think I can't roll again? I was going to try to suck her up to the captain and
Well, that's a
distract him.
new action. You could do a new roll for that new action. Like, you couldn't roll for perception again. You know what I mean?
No, but I want to try to like sucker him up and distract him so you guys can go into his chambers.
You can just do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to try to sneak in and like snoop around his area, see what I can find. Like a
Ooh.
map, I don't know, something that can help us out later on or
Okay.
come our near venture.
I love this. You are going to have to do a pick lock check, whatever that's called. Do you have any thieving experience in your character's backstory?
Yes, she's actually
Wow.
really good with lockpicking.
Okay, I know your sea legs is a negative. I'm going to let you do a flat roll for this. So give me a flat roll for lockpicking.
14.
Oh my god, you made it. Okay. I just need... Okay, so the pirates are partying. You see your girls under the stairs, just like hiding, chilling. Cool, you're like, I got this one. Get in there. That lock just pops open. It wasn't even that hard. It wasn't even that hard. You got in there, close the door back up behind you. You are in the captain's quarters. I'm not even gonna let you roll for perception because you're just like in here right now. Just tell me what you want to do. Go from there.
I kind of want to see if he has like a journal, like maybe some of